Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel here, the 20th of November 2023. And today, a bit different. On this video, at least, very different here. I asked for your opinion or 10 stocks that we're going to go through. And I have picked, the ones that I think made most sense. I've picked some uranium, some gold and silver, and yeah, a bit of a broader based view, I guess. So hopefully your stock got picked here again. Let's see where we are in time. As always, please like and subscribe, especially give me that thumbs up if you like what you see. Then the algos can do what they do best. Without any further ado, let's go straight into business here. Quickly, what will be reviewed here? I will only add a few trend lines for the overall picture of the stock. Where are we now, and what should you do, at least according to how I see it anyways. Going through BIC, PBR, AG, POW, PDN, Energy Fuels, ABRA, FSM, UNG, and Glencore, GLEN. So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing. First off here, BIC. Actually, I've only added two trend lines. Two trend lines. Nothing more, nothing less, keeping it somewhat simple. Again, we had a big level here at roughly 0.12. And then we had some bullish sideways action there, and we popped big time to the upside. Should you buy here from a technical point of view? Absolutely not. You shouldn't be doing that by any means. You wait for some sort of sideways consolidation, like this, and then you have the breakout here, and that's typically when you go long. But buying here, so stretched, so overbought, in my view, doesn't make any sense at all. You want to wait for some sort of formation that will say that, all right, now we have further upside. But for now, this one, again, you missed it, fair enough, but at least don't FOMO in here, in my view. And then you have to wait out for a very long period of time here before we maybe go higher. So yeah, that is big for you. PBR, this one here, that's a Brazilian oil and gas company. Long-term golden trend line. This one, I've posted it many times, and we talked about this one as well. Go and yeah, where are we now? This goes back to 2006. Look at it here. Very, very excited. Very excited, actually. We're breaking out here again. We have the highs here at roughly 18.2 over here, and yeah, and we've gotten a cat, so it's a bit playful. And yeah, so if we can get above 16.2, then I think we're in for some big upside in the stock. And it is also paying roughly 20% dividends. But looking at it from a long-term perspective, I am very bullish on this Brazilian stock here. Again, you can see it all the way. That's the big one to look through. In my view, I don't need to add more. That's all I need. Going to a monthly scale here. Going to the monthly, you can see for the first time we're trying to, well, not the first time, the month is not over, I know, but still we are trying to really get above these highs here at roughly 18.2 with a major breakout here again. And if this confirms, then you have tons of air above, and I think this one could be a long-term hold for a year or two, maybe even more, depending on what happens. Very, very bullish on this stock here again. For a dividend portfolio for the next few years, I think this is a must once we confirm that 16.2-ish. AG, first Majestic, I want to go to the nominal scale. That two guys requested the AG one, and I'm only focused on, we have this lower trend line here. There it is, touching there and there. And what's happened last time in 2016 was that triangle squeezed down to that. At that point, we didn't have a trend line, obviously, because it is the second one. And now we're having a similar one here into that bad boy right there. So again, to me, waiting here, this looks like it really favors a break up from this bearish wedge here, and then doing the exact same thing. What happens over here? Will it be this steep? I don't know, obviously, but again, breaking out from that long-term falling wedge here, it goes back over 1 year. That's insanely bullish, and getting above the 30 weekly within that breakout again. I think this, in my view, when and if it happens, is a huge tell that gold and silver miners will have some upside here in the next period of time here again. We could have some sort of major rounding here, obviously, and And yeah, again, you know, this stock was $24 in 2021, and now it's all the way down at 5. And gold and silver are basically the same. What this means, in my view, is that, you know, the inflation cost, oil, equipment, all that good stuff here has just hugely outperformed the gold price, really. So yeah. So yeah, basically just wait for that confirmed breakout of that falling wedge, and you have a beautiful entry, in my view. POWW, going back to log scale here. I want to go to the Heikin because it makes a bit more clear of a chart. Again, it's some sort of what is this? I can't remember. Military, self-defense, and so on. In my view, we have the formation here, the big one, and right down here. What have happened in the past roughly 1 year is, in my view, a breakdown here, and now we're some sort of bear flagging below. In my view, not the prettiest chart, and I wouldn't be a part of this one here until we can get back above, possibly. But for now, it favors the downside with this grinding here below that major breakdown trend line. So yeah, that is how I see that one, really. PDN, long-term, Paladin Energy. Look at this one here, 2007. Connection there, and then we have this huge sideways bull flagging right here. And where are we now? I want to go back to the normal candles. If you can go away, that would be fine. There it is. I want to delete that stuff here. So what's happening now? As mentioned here, this is the 2021 highs. And then we went in some major sideways action here again, charging up for the next move. And now we have made a double top. Again, we have the first pullback into support here. And hopefully that is when we go. But I think long term, looking on the monthly, this looks absolutely beautiful. With a breakout here, and again, very close to going higher. And Paladin Energy is only a $3 billion market cap company. Again, in this day and age, it's basically nothing. So again, if this has legs, you know, you could argue for some sort of whole flag price action right there. So I think Paladin Energy, which is a uranium company, looks absolutely fantastic right here, right now. Again, yeah, fantastic stuff. Energy Fuels, also a uranium miner, uranium company, one of the bigger ones, roughly $2 billion. Again, I want to show you the long-term price action, which to me is very nicely looking. Going back to 2007, right there, and then we have this tiny squeeze here. The big entry was, and that was also something that I was a part of, is that one right there in the late 2020s for uranium. That was the big moment in time where we confirmed that the bear market was over. And yeah, we had a major surge to the upside. I want to show you here. I want to just squeeze it out for you. Major surge to the upside. We went into a lot of sideways coiling here, and now it's boom time. Again, to me, overall, long-term Energy Fuels looks fantastic. The next big resistance is, you know, at the pivot highs of the 2021 at roughly 14. But I think that would be a minor bump. I think we can go all the way up to $40, you know, when and if we visit that lower side of the trend line here. These long-term breakouts usually have a lot of legs to it. So yeah, hugely bullish on this stock as well here long term. If you have patience and you can withstand big pullbacks, which is what you typically see in the uranium market. Fantastic stuff here. Again, you can see it here. I want to show you. Again, that green small rail here getting tested together with the long-term, very long-term golden trend line here, and it should be breakout, retest, resumption for this bad boy again, going way higher, way higher in my honest opinion. ABRA made a quick cup and handle on this stock here. It's a gold and silver miner, also one that I haven't been investing into. Again, in my view, this is just waiting for gold and silver to move, to get gold above 2K and to silver to really get above that $25, $26 to confirm the next leg up for silver. Major cup and handle in play. And again, very bullish setup here. Normally, I don't prefer such a long handle, but it is what it is. Again, the measured moves, in my view, are way higher for this stock. This is highly, highly leveraged to the silver price. And yeah, the more we coil here, the bigger and more violently the push will be to the upside. So I'm hugely in favor of ABRA here again. If you want to have some sort of entries, we can have something like, above 0.4, give or take, in the lower range of the 0.40s, then you should have that big move to the upside. Currently, we are at 0.3, give or take. But again, this is one of my top 3 picks for the gold and silver juniors, in my honest opinion. Here we have Fortuna Silver Mines. I want to focus on this one here. We have the Madness 2020 Madness here. Again, major surge up together with the silver price. And ever since, you can see here the red support and resistance right in here. Actually coincides well with what I think is that major inverted head and shoulders in play right here. And depending on how you want to draw it, but we have the right shoulder here, and I think when and if we get above that 4.2, especially the neckline at roughly 3.5, I think Fortuna will be in for a move to the upper side of to visit these highs here again into 2025. As you know, when and if it moves fast. So I think that will be something of the same here. The measured move is roughly around here for the inverted head and shoulders, and yeah, it's a big one. It's actually it's only a $1 billion market cap. So yeah, again, it still had a lot of work to do, but this formation, I think, into 2024, early 2024, we could potentially see that breakout, together with where I think also gold and silver will start to move higher. The miners will absolutely explode. It is a hated sector overall, so that's it. UNG, the United States Natural Gas Fund, LP. I don't know what LP means, but anyways, 2 things I want to show you. If we get some sort of test here, down here, we have the connection here. I don't think it will happen, but if, major entry in my view. Again, short term here, I want to show you what needs to happen. Either way, we can go all the way down here. That would be a very good buying opportunity, or we can make a bottom here and getting above, let's call it $8 for some sort of bottom here around the $8 mark, and we should have a move up to here when and if that happens. So quite easy, here you buy, or you can buy the breakup here. Again, always have a stop loss. Always play a stop loss. Glencore, good old Glencore here. It is a production, marketing metals, minerals and energy, agriculture, commodities. So overall commodities. I've added on one simple in quotes. You can also add it as a horizontal line here. This is in my view, is all you need to look at. Long term, going back to 10 years, resistance, support and resistance trend line. And you can see all the interactions that we have all the way through, almost touching here, depending on how you want to draw it. So what are we looking at now? It's quite simple, in my honest opinion. We are looking to look at which way does this squeeze break. Again, getting above here, insanely bullish for this stock. And I think since it is in the commodity space, which I'm very bullish on for this decade, I think that this is just a major breakout here. Retesting again. I think this is calling to the upside, hopefully. One downside though is if this doesn't go the way we think and hope to the upside, the downside is also worth noting some sort of neckline right there. So breaking down from the squeeze confirms the neckline. And then if we take out, let's call it getting below 400 again, then we are in for a lot more downside in this stock. So that is the bullish case and the bearish case for this bad boy right here. Again, I'm not invested in Glencore, but it was a request from 2 guys or girls, I don't know. And yeah, here it is, my very simple overview. Again, looking at it from a long-term perspective, we're looking at the weekly chart, so this is a lot more long-term, no intraday stuff, price action here. That is it, what I had for you guys today in this video. Again, if you like what you see, again, I hope one of you make 1 or 2 trades here, long-term investments, and I really hope that they will pay out for you. I'm invested in some of these, maybe half. So yeah, I'm definitely in the same boat as some of you guys are. Again, have a great one, guys. Comment below if you think my quick, in quotes, analysis makes sense, or do you disagree? I would like to discuss it to see having a different opinion on where we are in time. Guys, have a great one. Cheers.